Hello everyone! So today we're talking comics. I really like comics. I love to make them, I love to read them, and now is as good time as any to share the ones I love with you guys. I chose a comic, a webcomic, and a manga, and I don't believe they are super mainstream, so hopefully my recommendations will be useful and maybe I'll introduce you to a new comic series. With that being said, let's begin. Snot Girl is a comic by Leslie Hung and Scott Pilgrim's creator, Brian O'Malley, that follows the life of Lottie, a fashion blogger that likes to keep perfect appearances while being very flawed in private. In fact, she underlined that her biggest flaw is that she has allergies, like a ton of them, but I can tell you right now that's not her biggest problem or biggest flaw. Anyway, the story begins to get very interesting once she meets Caroline. Caroline is the coolest person Lottie knows, and she really wants to impress her, so they go to a bar. While in this date, her allergies go off, and Lottie panics and goes to the bathroom. She takes her pills, she drops them, and then Caroline enters the bathroom. Note that Lottie locked the door. We are specifically shown that she locks the door. They then have a confrontation that ends with a very serious accident. I don't want to say more than that because I don't want to spoil the story of this comic, and it is really worth the read, trust me. This comic is still ongoing. Right now there are 3 volumes. You can buy them on Amazon. I got mine there. I also think there is an ebook version. It's really not hard to find this book. Now, my thoughts on the story and characters. Lottie is very flawed, and that's the point, and that's why I like her. She's one of those people that is deeply insecure, so she feigns confidence. To a certain point, she's the most relatable character. Other characters worth mentioning are Sunny, I think he's a great guy. Esther, the best friend / intern Lottie could ever got or wished for, and Caroline, I really don't like her because of the way she treats others. The story is at the same time low stakes and really high stakes. There is gossip, pettiness, romance, but then there is mystery, crime, stalking, and even supernatural. It's crazy and I love it. They are currently on hiatus, but I can't wait for them to start publish once more. I don't remember where I saw this, but I think someone characterized this book as if internet drama was a comic. So if you like that sort of thing, you'll love this comic. If you don't, I still think you probably will enjoy this comic, not for the drama aspect, but for the maybe supernatural or crime aspect of the whole story. The art is chef's kiss. It's beautiful and gorgeous. The colors are so cute. Congrats to the artist Leslie Hung for the beautiful drawings. The reason I bought the book in the first place was because I admired the art so much. I wanted to study it. I strongly recommend this one. Also, follow Leslie Hung on her Instagram because she posts very beautiful sketches that she makes of Snot Girl characters and even fan art for other comics and animes and stuff like that. And it's just beautiful art. Unfamiliar is a comic by Hayley Newsome, also known as YouTuber LavenderTowne. I've watched her channel for a long time, probably since I was on 10th grade, so a long time ago. And she is a big influence in my art as well. Eventually, I started to read their comic. It's available on Tapas and on Webtoon, and it's free to read, so go ahead. It's not finished yet, and I'm pretty sure pages are updated once a week, or at least updated once every 2 weeks or so. If you want to see all the pages available, go read it on Tapas because she formats the comics a little differently when she puts it on Webtoon. Reading it on Tapas is better. Unfamiliar tells the story of the kitchen witch Planchette that moves to an old house in a witch's town. Problem? It's pretty haunted and she needs to find a way to exorcise her home. Along the way she meets Pinion, Babs and Sun that end up helping her with this exorcism of sorts. I say exorcism of sorts because She finds out that the only way to get rid of them is to fulfill their last wish. This comic is episodic, even though there is an overarching story, particularly surrounding Babs and Sun. It's very cute, very expressive. Blanchette is a very lovable character. She's definitely my favorite. I love that she's unable to read the room or even grasp the severity of some situations. I think she has a very special type of chaotic energy. Pinion is really sweet. She comes from a very magically talented family, but for the longest time she didn't have magic. She only got her magic once she met her familiar, few days or even a few moments before she meets Blanchette in the comics. So she's very insecure about that. These two are my favorites, that's why I wish the comic focused more on them, which hasn't happened in these latest chapters. The later chapters focus on Babs and Sun. Babs is a really good character and her interactions with Sun are really cute. I like Sun too, even though she comes off as rude in the first chapters. The art is very pretty and colorful and expressive. It's so expressive, and you can really tell how much improvement the artist has gone through when comparing the first page to the latest one. If you are in a just chilling mood, this one is a pretty good and quick read. Hat Atelier is a manga made by Japanese comic artist Kamome Shirahama. Fun fact, she worked for DC for a while and now she has Hat Atelier. Hat Atelier, it's about a young girl who wants to be a witch. It is believed that witches are born, and unfortunately Coco was not born in a witch's family. One day, a mysterious person with a brim hat sells Coco a book with mysterious drawings and a bottle of ink and a pen. She tries to make sense of the book, but she can't quite understand it. She only understood what she was meant to do when a witch, Quifri, visited her mother's shop and offered to fix a carriage with magic. He asked Coco to stay outside and not look at him while he casted the spell, but curiosity took the best of her and she looked. She then discovered that magic isn't born with you, it's drawn using pen, paper and a special ink. She goes to her room and she drew the whole night, but then one of the spells goes wrong and her mother turns to stone. The reality was that the book that was sold to her had forbidden spells written on it. Quifri saved Coco and promised to teach her magic so she could save her mother. This story has a very, very specific and strong magic system. First of all, witches can't do anything that changes the body, for example. So like healing magic is forbidden. You can't do that. Then the way you draw spells has to be very specific for them to work or for them to work in an intended way. And then there is this very interesting idea of two types of witches, which are the pointy hat witches, which are witches like Quifri, and they are considered to be good witches. And then they are the brim hat witches, so the more, I guess, classic witch type, and they are considered to be bad witches because they do forbidden magic, so magic that transforms the body or transforms things in a way that it's almost catastrophic. I really like that, honestly. I find it really interesting. I've only read 3 volumes, but I still think it's a very interesting story and I intend to keep on reading. I've heard they are working on an anime, which I'm really excited about, but at the same time the manga art is ornamental and beautiful, kind of like the old woodblock prints from the beginning of the press era. It's a very characteristic style that probably will lose a bit of the charisma once it's simplified for animation, but I'm still looking forward to it. I really hope they do this right, and I actually trust that they will do it right. And with that, we get to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. And until next time, bye!